Hello, welcome to Morris Money, where we give you stock tips in under 5 minutes. I'm your host, Morris Willie. What's wrong? I didn't say it yet. Today, I'm giving you a deep dive into a potential short squeeze, gamma squeeze potential stock, Avia, ticker symbol AVYA. Before I start, I just want to say this video is built off of a lot of different sources. I've gotten information from Reddit, different stock boards, and discussions, and this video is just a deep dive into everything you need to know a potential gamma squeeze with Avia. Now, let's start with the business. On Avia's website, this is what they say about themselves. Businesses are built by the experiences they provide, and every day, millions of those experiences are delivered by Avia Holdings. Avia is shaping what's next for the future of work with innovation and partnerships that deliver game-changing business benefits. Our cloud communication solutions and multi-cloud applications ecosystem powered by personalized, intelligence, and effortless customer and employee experiences to help achieve strategic ambitions and desired outcomes. Together, we are committed to help growing your business by delivering experiences that matter. As we can tell, Avia is a tech company, and as we've known over these past couple months and pretty much all of 2022, tech stocks have gotten zero love. But this gives the opportunity to potentially profit from some of these. Now, this first bit of information comes from the Avia subreddit, where somebody posted their Avia short squeeze due diligence. One of the biggest factors to consider here is the value of the company. The current market cap as of August 22nd, 2022, this information is a little old, I must say, is only $70 million. That's extremely low, especially for a company that does $3 billion in revenue. That gives it a price-to-sales ratio of only 0.02. Bed Bath & Beyond has a price-to-sales ratio of 0.11, and even they are considered undervalued. Here's a fun fact. 1/4 of EBITDA is almost as much as Avia's entire market cap. This tells me that the company is severely undervalued and is primed for a correction to the upside. Another thing that could help us is the low stock price. At 80 cents, again, outdated, it is appealing to any investor, and this could lead many people to buying shares. As of writing this, shares hit $1 after hours. There is significant resistance at the $1 point, but past that is $2 to fill the big gap left behind from their previous announcement. Continuing on, as we can see, Avia is down 95% since IPOing and 97% from all-time highs. This gives us a lot of room to go up in the event of a short squeeze. Also, we must remember that Avia is a big player in the communication space, so this isn't another dodgy penny stock company. This is a company that has a long history, a reputable brand, and many customers. On that last point, one last thing is that Avia could be a great buyout candidate due to its vast customer base. According to them, they serve over 100,000 customers in 190 countries. Some big customers that they serve include American Express, Apple, Barclays, Bank of America, Citigroup, CVS, General Electric, GE, MetLife, UPS, and Walmart. Seeing this customer base should make a lot of companies think about buying them out, especially since they are at an attractive valuation. Next part of this video comes from the Short Squeeze Play subreddit. Let's talk about some key fundamental metrics. As of writing, Avia is currently making around $3 billion in revenue, as we touched on before, with a market cap of $114 million when that was written. Free float, the number of shares that are tradable and available to the public, is at 71 million. They have $2.83 billion in debt and negative $1.47 billion net income. Next, what everybody's waiting for, the potential short squeeze and gamma squeeze. The stats I'm using are coming from other Reddit posts. The stock has above 95% short utilization. Cost to borrow is increasing at an exponential rate, and so is the amount of short interest. Short interest is currently around 80%. How is this the case? Institutions currently hold a lot of the free float, which roughly leaves 19.8 million shares in public float. Do you see Mr. Northington? He subscribed in style, and so can you. Subscribe in style with Morris Money. New CEO of Avia was given $4 million to purchase stock, so we can assume that shares are being bought back right now. Assuming that the CEO buys around 3 to 4 million shares, we will have around 15.8 to 16.8 million shares in the public float. Current short interest is around 16.4 million, so that leaves us with 97.6 to 103.7 short interest of free float, assuming institutions hold onto shares. Conservatively, short interest could be around 75 to 85%, so even that number is astronomically high. It looks like the institutions and management could be trying to force a short squeeze. Short exempt volume has increased substantially over the past few trading sessions. This alludes to the fact that FTDs are potentially increasing, an indication that Avia might face a surge in price action in the foreseeable future. The bigger side to the story of Avia stock is the fact that institutions own an insane amount of Avia stock. Webull says that institutions hold 107.76% of the stock. That's not far from the truth. According to Fintel, they have institutions holding 128.35% of the stock. Okay, the numbers may not be precise, but we can gather that institutions are holding an insane amount of the stock. This limits the amount of shares floating, which, as previously mentioned, leads to short interest being high as it is. We're actually well over 5 minutes at this point, and I apologize, but we still have some more ground to cover. Next, I'm going to talk about concerns, and then finally, a potential price target for Avia. Now, all plays are not without their concerns, especially this one. Avia has been dying as a company, with all key financials basically taking a nosedive. In the last quarter, revenue surprised to the downside when Avia published preliminary Q3 2022 results. This, along with the news that the company has substantial doubt to continue, has caused the stock to drop like a rock. The decreasing revenue puts into question the company's ability to pay its debt, which is around $2.8 billion. This puts it at significant risk of bankruptcy, not to mention that their credit score has been downgraded to -CCC by Fitch. Apologize if I got that wrong. A score of -CCC means that creditors predict that Avia will likely go bankrupt unless things go in their favor. The company has previously filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, which it got out of in 2017. The fact that the risk of another bankruptcy is high shows that Avia might not have any more legs to go anywhere as a company. Concerns aside, if you're trying to get into this short squeeze, what is a potential price target? Most immediately, there is a gap to fill $2 to $2.50 resistance. With large gamma positioning within $2 to $3, this resistance intuitively checks out. Right now, Avia is consolidating at $1.50 to $1.25 on tapering volume, preparing for a massive leg up. The $4 to $8 region should further set up nicely. Remember that $3.42 is the threshold for the convertible notes, and short hedges are likely at this price. At 100% margin requirement, margin calls should hit at around $7 if shorts don't preeminently cover sooner. Otherwise, not overly concerned with weak choppy resistance around $3.50 to $5.50. Ultimately, there's enough juice to hit $12 to $14 resistance, but pretty shaky any higher at that point. With Avia down 15% Friday and another 5% in after hours, currently sitting at $1.56, what do you think about this stock? This video took a long time and a lot of research. I've been wanting to make this video for about a week now, and finally getting to sit down and record it has been exciting. Obviously, again, well over 5 minutes, and I apologize for that, but there was a lot to cover, and I don't really see anybody else on YouTube doing a deep dive into Avia, so I thought I might as well do it. So let me know what you think about Avia below. What do you think about the short squeeze? Was I too late, or do you think that there's still a potential chance for a short squeeze? Let me know below. Please don't take this video as financial advice, and thank you for watching. More is money.